Viktor Gyokeres to Arsenal has finally been agreed. This is no longer a player that Arsenal fans dream of playing at the Emirates next season. 100% this player will be available for selection at the start of the season. And I've got some things to talk about because I'm now hearing the naysayers from outside the Arsenal fan base and even from inside the Arsenal fan base. And I've got some stuff that I'm going to bring to you that will absolutely tell you why this player will 100% work for Mikel Arteta. Before we get into it though, if you could do me a quick favour and just hit like on this video. So I actually want to start with the people that are saying, oh, do you know what? It's a good player, but I'm starting to think Mikel Arteta might not be the perfect manager to get out of Gyokeres what's needed for Arsenal Football Club. He might not be able to get him scoring the level of goals that he was able to over in Portugal. And I'm hearing him speak and I'm just thinking, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't know if Mikel Arteta will be able to get goals out of the most deadly striker in world football when he's been playing Mikel Merino, a career CDM, playing him up front, and he was able to get a tune out of him. But Viktor Gyokeres, a lethal, deadly striker, the hottest property in world football right now, Arteta's not going to be able to get that guy scoring. And I'm just thinking, what are you talking about? He has all the attributes needed to excel in the Premier League, to score goals in the Champions League. Do you know how I know he can score goals in the Champions League? Because last season he was scoring goals in the Champions League. So don't tell me just because Arsenal have pulled off one of the most spectacular deals of this summer transfer window, now you're not sure if this player is going to be good enough. You're not sure if he suits Arteta's style of play. Like, some people have been saying, oh, he might not be technical enough. Do you know what? He knows where the goal is, but he might not be technical enough for this Mikel Arteta side. And all I'm thinking in my head is, but there's a perfect example 2 seasons ago, or whenever Man City signed Haaland. Is this a technical player? No. So many times last season, people were saying, do you know what? He's really good at finishing, but his technical ability is League One. He don't link up the play. You don't need to link up play when you're scoring 30, 40, 50 goals a season. If you want a technical striker, okay, Viktor Gyokeres might not be the highest level of technical player that Arsenal fans have seen over the years. This might not be a player who's as silky on the ball as a Santi Cazorla, as a Cesc Fabregas. He might not have the panache of a Mesut Ozil, but I'm telling you, this guy will score goals like Robin van Persie, like Aubameyang a few seasons ago. I'm telling you, this is the final piece that we need to maybe get over the line. I'm now touting, or I'm saying Arsenal are ready. You know, when it's been like, oh, Arteta has to win stuff this season. He's been building this team for 5 years. This is the season he has to start winning stuff. And I've never really felt that. I've never put across that argument on this channel. Scroll back, you'll never hear it because I've never felt that way. I've always said I would like him to. I've always said I don't think this is the season. Maybe we'll wait till next season and see if he can. And this season, now with the level of players that he has, the diversity in this team. You've got them technical players, you've got them physical players, and now you've got the striker. And what makes it so much better for me is you don't have to play this guy in every single competition because we do have strength and depth in that forward line now. Yes, in the Champions League, the huge Premier League clashes, you're going to want Viktor Gyokeres leading the line. But if you're playing EFL Cup or if you're playing an FA Cup game against a lower league Prem team or a Championship team or a League One team, you can field Kai Havertz up front, and he's able to score goals in that position because we saw it last season. He was our top scorer until he got injured. Like, Havertz will score goals. He will continue to play in this Arsenal team. This will not be a situation where Mikel Arteta hammers Viktor Gyokeres into every single match. He will be our main striker when we need him to. And I'm telling you, this guy will score 30 goals next season. You can clip this and say, oh, I'm going to show you this next season when it doesn't happen. But I'm telling you, you're going to waste storage on your phone because 100% he will score 30 goals next season. I want people to tell me, what are your thoughts on this Viktor Gyokeres deal? Look, through like the end parts of last season, I was having conversations with so many of the people that watch this channel, and it was kind of between Sesko or Gyokeres. And look, I would have been absolutely thrilled with Sesko and absolutely thrilled with Gyokeres. At times I was like, I hope we get Sesko, I hope we get Gyokeres. In reality, I just wanted a striker that you could depend on, the guy that you know will lead the line so well. Like, you just want someone who's going to put the ball in the back of the net, like I said, Van Persie did over the years, like Henry did. Over the years, like Aubameyang did. And people don't like Aubameyang, but when he came in, he was scoring 25, 30 goals a season. And if Gyokeres comes in and does that like so many of us predict he will, then he's going to be an absolute success. And for £55 million, I think that's a bargain. Like, I know why people get put off, because they're like, well, he's only been good for the past few seasons and he's 27 years old. Like, I think there's been this misconception that if you're not like a wonder kid coming through, if you're not world class at 18, 19, maybe 20, then you can't go on to be an unbelievable player. And there's recent evidence to suggest that that's just not true. Mo Salah didn't come good until his mid-20s. Like it can happen. You don't always have to be a child prodigy to be a good player. You can develop your mentality and your attributes later on in your career. Not everyone will have the mindset to want to be the best player at 19 years old. But once you start putting a few seasons together and you realise, you know what, I can score 50 goals every single season. And now Viktor Gyokeres has that mindset. He's not going to be coming to Arsenal with a mentality of, oh, I hope this goes well. This is a player who forced the move to Arsenal. There was bids from other top clubs around Europe that wanted to steal this deal. There was bids from Saudi Arabia wanting to pay unbelievable wages that most of us couldn't even comprehend turning down. And Viktor Gyokeres was like, look, I'm telling you, it's pointless. I'm not going anywhere else. I only want Arsenal. And when you've got a player with that fixed mindset, who has his mindset, I'm only playing for one team. He only wants to come to Arsenal. He knows he's the missing piece to the puzzle. He knows that if he comes to Arsenal and he starts scoring goals, Arsenal will win the league. And he will be the guy that pushed them over the line. And he will go down in Arsenal folklore. He sees this as the opportunity to be remembered as a legend by the fan base. Like, can you imagine if we do sign Gyokeres and now we go on to win the league, and now we go on to win the Champions League? The name that you will remember will be the highest scorer, and that will be Viktor Gyokeres. He's setting himself up to be an Arsenal legend, and I am so excited. Look, we're going to be doing more videos on this channel about Viktor Gyokeres. We're going to be doing a deep dive, but I'm telling you, Arsenal fans, right now, this deal is happening. Let me know your thoughts on everything you've heard in this video. What's your thoughts on Viktor Gyokeres? How excited are you? Are you listening to the people who are saying this might not work? No, it's working. Like I said, if you can, do me a favour, hit like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Arsenal fans, Gooners, have a good day.